I'm still waking up. I don't know why it's been like, I just keep yawning all morning, so I'm like, oh, so tired. Anyway, um, it's raining, okay? Optometrist might be relevant. um, but I woke up to the song, by Nat King Cole, Love, okay? So that could be relevant, but the part was, take my heart, don't break it. That part. And we just saw I saw the Page of Swords and the Hierophant. Okay, so somebody could be really learning a lot of different things about, what it had been that they were curious of that are helping them to align with their higher self. Like an alignment in general, okay? They could be aligning within themselves and their life, really kind of liberating their own sense of truth and, elevating to where it is that they need to go. As far as like making their path straight, so no more self-doubt and questioning. Somebody is ready. Look at Ace of Cups. Somebody could be ready to present themselves and express their true emotions, okay, and what it is that they're wanting to dedicate themselves to, okay. It's probably relevant, I guess, but I just got a message today about somebody who was, I don't know if I should say, but, like, I don't know, it's like kind of hard. It's like a personal conversation somebody was, opening up to, and, it's just a matter of openness, of receptivity, so I guess it could vary with each person, but I had somebody who was, expressing themselves and wanting, some type of shift or, reunification, but that might not be, you might be having multiple offers or something like that, anyway, so make sure you decide, and recognize what it is that you are wanting to move forward towards instead of what people are putting upon you, okay. But we have, go inward and recognize what it is that you're wanting to dedicate yourself to, okay. But there could be somebody really who's confessing their feelings, okay. And look, we got the Sun and the Eight of Wands. So yeah, there could be some type of communication or action, and movement that is leading towards, a positive outcome that you can be enthusiastic within, okay. Take my heart, break it, love. Okay. Yeah, somebody is no longer wanting to open themselves up to third-party situations with undesired offers, okay? So there's that relevance right there to what I was just talking about. But you could also be having your eyes set on what you are intending towards and desiring of. And yeah, somebody could be getting to a position where they're feeling courageous and confident with, bringing this into reality. All right. Yeah, somebody's wanting to create their own environment, aligning with their true sense of self, and they could be recognizing different levels of, toxicity, manipulation, and deception that they are wanting to maneuver their way out of, okay? Somebody could be recognizing that they're receiving the cooperation needed in order to really embrace this more ideal and aligned dynamic. It's just need to, kind of make sure, this is the devil right there, make sure that you know the difference between what you want and, another, trap that's trying to get you off course, right? This song's gonna be stuck in my head. I just played it a couple times, but as soon as I brought it back up, it just came back in here. Okay. It's talking about, like, it's not just a game for two, you know, so somebody could be really kind of realizing their true feelings and not wanting to falsify themselves or restrict themselves from what they know that this situation is worth. Okay. Somebody could be really allowing for their true desired emotions to overrule the pain that they in the heartbreak. An eyelash could be really bugging you because I can't get this out here. So somebody could be really overriding the pain and the heartbreak of the past, and knowing that their feelings at this point are much more important. They could be feeling confident within, knowing that they're moving in a way that they're receiving what it is that they're truly desiring of. With the Empress right here, they could be, you know, confidently creating, okay? And somebody could be having, you know, a greater sense of passion after a time this was lacking in their life. There's just a need to really be able to take the steps and know that you're leading yourself out of those difficult times and into a position where you can feel the liberation that you were trying to, you know, get to in the beginning of this message, right? You know, so both those are kind of like the Judgment card I was showing you. Where'd it go? Where did it go? So, right here. You know, so it's like somebody could be really feeling, you know, that once they move into action, they could be feeling confident, prepared, and really engaging in a way that they know is fruitful and, you know, manifesting what it is that they're desiring of. They could be recognizing that they're, you know, or you are entering into a, you know, position where wishes are coming true. They're becoming more prevalent in your life, and they're no longer something that you feel is out of your reach, okay? Just nice. Okay, let's see. Yeah, somebody could be really feeling confident with the work that they've done and what they've put into at this point, and they could be, you know, really ready to present their abilities in a way where they are recognizing that they are emotionally connected and you know, confident with what they have formed and created, and they're, you know, ready to present themselves in a way that is you know, opening their heart to others, okay? Like, it's like this person's like reaching over, you know, they're at like a street fair or something, you know, here, yeah, check this one out, and they're confident about the work that they're doing and, you know, wanting to share and you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Present it without any hesitancy, okay? We got the Emperor, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So yeah, somebody could be feeling that they know they're leading themselves to a successful position. They could be immersing themselves in their feelings and really feeling aligned and content with the action that they know that they're taking in order to bring this in, okay? So it's no longer something that somebody is hesitating with, but feeling structured and supported, knowing that this is leading them to, you know, a triumphant outcome, okay, that they could really enjoy taking in, okay? All right, somebody could be wanting to move in quickly, move forward quickly. I feel like I gotta go. I gotta go. But yeah, I gotta make a phone call over here. So phone calls could be relevant. But yeah, somebody's using their discernment. They're moving forward, and they've, you know, there could be some type of reconciliation or a reunion, but somebody is, you know, wanting to move forward with a more healed perspective. Looking at the situation joyfully, really acknowledging their truth, and having this be looked at from an elevated position instead of, you know, holding themselves back based on fear or, scarcity or survival mode, okay? So somebody is ready to embrace this, more solid opportunity and feel that they could really immerse themselves in this comfortably, okay? All right, look at that. We got the Magician. So yeah, somebody is really taking the action upon themselves to co-create with the universe and bring in what it is that they're desiring of. Okay, but I feel like I gotta go. So that could be irrelevant. We gotta go. Yeah, somebody could be feeling, truly inspired to walk away from what's not working and walk towards, a new dawn. They could be feeling that, even though they're going to be facing certain instability in different ways based on an upheaval of their life, they could be feeling that this is a major transformation where they've had strength and stability within the epiphanies that they've formed, and they could be really feeling confident and wise with the choices that they end up planning forward towards logically, knowing that they will be receiving a reciprocal energetic exchange once they take action into the situation. It's like there could have been questions previously on whether this was the right position or the right scenario, but at this point somebody could be feeling that they are really going to be able to receive what it is that they're putting out there and feel secure instead of an outlook of lack. Okay, all right, look at that. We got the Chariot and the Knight of Cups. Somebody could be really feeling that, as they follow their heart, they're leading themselves down their destined path and really bringing in, how cute, look at the star, bringing themselves towards, desired position, a wish come true. They could be wanting to rush quickly into the situation that they know is bringing them, a true sense of fulfillment within their family and stability within their life, okay? They could be having strength when it comes to, strength, confidence, and courage when it comes to what they had been looking at as illusionary previously. And they could be having the truth that they needed in order to recognize how this could be coming into fruition for them, instead of focusing on the anxiety of how will it, how won't it, all those things. So somebody's getting to a more stable position and they're ready to face, what it is that they're desiring of, okay, make more loving choices for themselves and others. And they could be seeing that they, have done a lot of work, but until they do take action in the way that they know they're meant to, they could be blocking themselves from their own higher alignment, okay? So somebody could be really kind of recognizing that this is like the next logical step, all right? There's been a major death and rebirth, and somebody is, navigating away from the conflict towards what they're passionate, desiring of, feeling supported by. And they've learned, what they needed to learn as far as, how to address themselves and others during this crossroads. Okay, so, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I was just trying to kill some time before the, or so the stores could open, and I think they're open now, so hopefully this helped. And the slow connection came on, so I'm gonna take my time. Yeah, no rushing. I feel like the other day I jumped off the reading and it was like all this like, in-depth or deeper, insights that could have been really hidden, for whoever, right? And then I was like, bye. I gotta go. So try not to do that this time. But anyway, I've been here now long enough. I can go now. Yeah, so there could be this need to recognize, not trying to rush through and really allowing yourself to be in the moment, and know the actions that you're taking are what you're meant to be doing, instead of just kind of rushing through, okay? So It says don't, yeah, anyway. It says slow connection. So don't rush yourself, take your time, but do the action that you know that you're guided to or meant to, instead of fighting amongst yourself and your higher and your subconscious, I guess, right? But I had this vision the other day that it was like showing, you know, people as like us, all different characters in a video game, and there's the player who is like outside of the video game and the higher self character, right? You know, and they're playing the video game and they're saying go over here and go over there, and we're on the ground, you know, with our conscious awareness, taking action and moving and doing what is being, you know, told or guided to through the, you know, controller, right? And then in my vision, it was like me looking back at me, right, playing, and was like, don't worry, I got it, I know what I gotta do, you know. And so instead of it being like, oh, where do I go now, you know, and you're like, you know, NBC kid, you know, in the game and stuff, like it, instead of just being in that like waiting mode of, you know, readiness to take action, it was like there was the full knowledge and insight of the environment, of the job that was needing to be done, what their abilities are, and the strengths and everything like that, you know, in order to achieve this, like this, you know, myself on the ground was no longer needing the guidance, but being like, okay, I got it, you know. So that could be something where somebody's really aligning with their higher self and bringing this into their physical world, and you know, getting ready to act in that sovereign way. So yay. But now I go. Okay, well, it says slow connection, but I'm going. All right, talk to you later.